Wow, time flies. It's my birthday week again, and around the same time, 5 years ago, I had an idea. I thought that something needs to be done to improve the LGBT health in Lebanon. I sent an email to 22 of my doctor friends, and 6 people showed up, and we had our first meeting for what is now known as the Lebanese Medical Association for Sexual Health, or LabMash. I want to celebrate my birthday this year by helping LabMash. We don't have a medical entity in Lebanon that deals with LGBT health. My proudest moment would be only less than a year after establishing LabMash, claiming a big victory in Lebanon with depathologizing homosexuality. It was something that was perceived as impossible, but it was possible. When you get an email or a private message on Facebook from a 14-year-old kid in Akkar, the extreme north of the country, telling you that he was able to print out Arabic material from LabMash's website to show to his parents, to tell them that, look, here are Lebanese organizations saying homosexuality is not a disease and you cannot be changing it, so why don't you quit asking me to go see a doctor? One of the most inspiring moments I had was when we gave the workshop to medical students in Lebanon. One medical student would tell me, this is the first time ever I see and speak to a transgender person. And that one session, in his own words, has changed him. This LGBT Health Week happening annually is going to have the largest impact, and the sky is the limit for what that week can be shaped into and how big it can grow. I think everybody benefits from the work that LabMash does, because every time you take care of a minority group in a community, all the community benefits. LabMash receives funds and grants to cover certain projects. The money that LabMash receives is usually earmarked and can only be spent on those projects. So even though now we're doing much better in that regard, we are still not being able to fully fund our running costs, to pay the executive director and certain employees, and to have an office space and the rental. And that's what we're struggling with. I mean, look at the website. I put so much personal effort in the website, and we had to find funds. The website is our front. It's like the front door. It tells our story, and it was hacked recently, and all the content of the website was lost. So we had to build it from scratch all the way up, and we're still not done till now. This is just one example of how the backlashes that we're getting are actually making it even more challenging for us to keep going. So I was trying to come up with creative ways of doing it, and that's where the idea of Giving Loop came to be. It occurred to me that if I ask my friends and my family to just give a dollar a month, which would be like $12 a year, which is nothing, like it's like a cup of coffee and a cup of an expensive coffee. It's not as big of a commitment from one person, but it makes a huge difference when so many people do it. So that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for $1 to $10 a month from each person. And I don't think we should put more than $10 a month. And that's why I started by I committed to $10 a month. We will be able to ensure the sustainability of LabMash and the work it does in Lebanon. And that's what I'm hoping I will be able to achieve by the end of this month, because if we don't have pledges for the amount of $1,000, we will lose all the pledges that are already made. So help me make it happen. That's what I want for my birthday. Is it too bad?
Okay. No. Why would
Can I
you,
want something like this for my birthday?
why
I was asked why is it important what Labmash does, and I don't think it's only important for gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender people. I think it's important for all minorities in Lebanon.
It's important for us as human beings.
I congratulate them for the work they keep doing, and I encourage them and I support them.
We need to put aside a lot of the traditional fears, and we need to move forward.
They're doing a great job. Like they're breaking taboos and in a very scientific way, which is needed. They're trying to remove stigma about some issues that face the LGBTQ community, but not only LGBTQ community, because the mission of Labmash is to spread sexual awareness with everyone.
I saw Labmash grow from an idea, a very small idea, into the huge organization that it is now, and I'm witnessing the impact it's having on the ground in Lebanon, and it's just so exciting. It's a personal thing. I envision Labmash to become the authority in the field on LGBT health and sexual health in the whole Middle East and in the Arab-speaking nations. This is why Labmash's work is so much needed. If I could hike this mountain, I can raise $1,000 a month for Labmash. Yes, I want you to help me fulfill my dream of making sure Labmash is sustainable. Thank you.